Y'all fellas, welcome back to another video today, guys. This is probably one of my most important video that I've dropped out of EAFC 25 when it comes to like the actual like mechanics of the game, the roles, how they combine with each other. And pressing in this game isn't just, being good at the game and reading stuff, although that helps. But I've noticed that organization, where your team is at some point you might already be failed before it even started because of how your team is formatted. And I'm gonna get to that, watch. But I'm gonna show you guys the difference between fullback, falseback, holding, a lot of stuff, because I went through a lot of different like examples in here. But let's just get straight to it, man. It's a little bit complicated. It's a long one, so let's go. All right, guys. So I've been trying to find better methods to press for some time already, but there was a specific guy that I played against that was like very, very good at intercepting. And I started looking way more into it after this game specifically, because he was disgusting manually. So this guy, right? I had the ball here, and every single time, his fullback, perfect position every time. He switched, all manual, straight to the line, boom, took it. I didn't have a cam, so obviously it makes it a little bit easier for him to just be like, either you go back or I intercept or I hold the ball, which I went for the pass. He would, boom, cooked. And the thing is, he's running fullback defend, obviously, you can tell. And so he was very good at that. He already probably been running it for some time. So let's see. I'm gonna show you guys the roles, balance, falls back, what they all do, and let's see if we can find a much better way to press with a mix of that. So anyways, guys, that led me to investigate a lot, and I realized for sure that different roles will make you defend different, and you have to learn a whole different skill in defending in different roles, obviously, right? But not to the extent that I thought. So this is fullback on balance, right? So if you're running fullback on balance, you're now defending in a different way than if you ran it on defend. But to a big difference, this is where Maldini's at left mid, pretty much. And that winger is free, or that second cam that he's using right there is free. So he can get the ball if I lose it here, right? I'm in attack. So he's free. I would have to track back. But as soon as I hit fullback on defend on the instruction, right? On the tactics, it doesn't show up because I was in the settings and this is just a replay. But you can see how he goes backwards back to his position right here if you use fullback defend. And now you can intercept that passing lane from the winger to the striker if you wanted to, right? So that's how different roles really can change, like how you defend it or even press big time. So just for more clarification, even though balance probably holds more risk, there is a possibility that you can lose the ball here and use that Maldini and take it directly from that player right next to him, if that's how good you get at using balance. So it's really up to you. The fullback on defend is for sure the easiest route, and it is one of the it is a good way to press because it's just very simple, and you take out the main danger, which is being a little bit safer from this position, getting that passing lane. So it's up to you there though. But okay, let's say fullback, although it's very safe, you are a little bit, let's say you're a little bit more aggressive, and that's where I figured out something. Holding role, even on defend, will pretty much dictate where your fullbacks can be at. So do you see how the little green goes a little bit higher, and then when you go to ball winning, it disappears? As soon as you go to ball winning on both, or just probably one, but if you go to ball winning, it makes the fullback stay back more. So this is more specifically to the role. Maybe it works on all the roles, but it's more specifically to the role that plays on falls back. If you play on falls back with defend, then he stays even lower, and at the same time they create kind of like they're sitting right by that interception between the winger and the striker, even closer than fullback defend. I'm gonna show you that right now. Okay, so check it. You have false back CDMs, right? Do you see how much closer they are? The two CDMs are on ball winning, and yeah, they can be a lot of play. They might go a little bit up, but they push down quicker because your CDMs are kind of like, they're not pushing up. They're not giving that space for the other false back to play CDM a little bit higher or center mid, because that little green on the roll disappears and they're just trying to chill in the back. It makes the false back chill right there. So that's something to look into, man, to give it a shot to see if you press better. The false backs are in that interception spot. They need it. But it's a little interesting, man, how different like roles really combine together. And here I want to show you what happens when you take ball winning out of the CDMs and you let the false backs, even though they're still in defend, You let them pretty much do what they do without the ball winning, and look how much higher Maldini goes. Now he's fully exposed. If he loses the ball there with Maldini, you know, unless you manually intercept that pass, but it's a lot higher. You know how crazy incisive pass is. It might go through. The winger's free at that point. Maldini's a little too high now. He drops down, but like he definitely goes way high, like a lot higher than usual when you take ball winning off. So yeah, it's just an example there. But yeah, guys, even CDMs affect fullback. You gotta really, damn, it's a lot, man. It's a lot. So yeah, guys, there's a lot of things you can do with pressing. It's really how you want to set up first. When you lose the ball is very important as well, or when you want to gain it. The more players you want up top, then maybe ball winning isn't for you, and you can try deep line playmaker so the players are higher up. It's a lot of things that you can do, man. But let's say you're more of a, you want to be safe. I think ball winning, maybe just regular holding. Ball winning is just kind of the very nice thing. Fullback on defend, you know, it's very important. And so as well, you can I'm pretty sure most people know this by now, but if you put one left back, one whatever, right back or left back, you put them on defense, just one of them, it turns into a 3-back. And I'm not saying I'm running this, but that's something that you can do. And here's a little example. So this is the 3-back that they can turn into, right, with one fullback on defense. So in this situation, yeah, they make that pyramid. The only problem, see, this is why I don't mess with it too much though, because you see that center back, well, I don't know what he's doing, right? My CB just went up a little high. Maldini's kind of tripping out. So EA didn't really, I feel like they didn't really code it too good in that sense. But, you know, at some points they get a little wonky. You see where Maldini's at? It's a little wonky, man. So that's why the defender on just one of them is a little strange. But, you know, you can create that 3 CDN, the left center mid, Pavard as a false back on defend, and you can kind of, with it, Adama Traore as a cam. You got the striker still up there and the 2 wingers. You can create that. But, you know, I wouldn't, defensively, it would be tough probably, man. But yeah, fellas, after that, once you understand how left backs and fullbacks can work together, you can, you know, if you don't need help defensively, you can throw up the deep line playmaker with a build up, you know, your 4 is staying back. You don't got to worry too much. Just make sure you intercept and you mark the lanes. And these guys can kind of provide even more crazy attack. It's really what you want to do, man. But the most important thing though is understanding the fullbacks, like in the CDMs. That's probably the most important, man. Making sure you know what's going on, you know, before anything, because it's probably the most important part. People pass the cams and the wingers like that. They don't even worry about the cams, you know. Once you got left mids and right mids, they got to worry about those a little bit more. But, you know, this kind of formation, man, the most important part is CDMs and fullbacks, for real. Yeah, guys, let's go into some games. Intercept and see how that goes. For these highlights coming up, I'm gonna be running this because I like a little bit higher press. So yeah, but again, you can go with what you want. Let's get it. Go still. Nice.
Perfect challenge. Ribery.
Gotcha. Vamos.
Well, he's certainly not alone. Plays with a positional sense that is second to none.
Nice, good press.
Play to break it up. And we have 30 minutes to go.
What a ball, bro. Nice.
Happy to just keep possession and frustrate those
Beautiful.
opponents. Mukiele. No, high quality defending.
Nice. But so yeah, guys, other than that, defensive approach, if I haven't mentioned, on high and also aggressive, I think it's valid. Most people use high, but aggressive isn't a bad shout, but it does drain your stamina. You gotta have some stamina players. Other things, I guess kind of like defending interceptions, like when to do it. That's kind of a video that I can bring up now that, you know, I think everything makes sense, because I feel like it needs to make sense roles wise before you even get into pushing players out and all that stuff. So, and also it's mainly important in the first couple seconds, because after a while the position always goes back to its regular form, which is a 4-2-1-3. Always, like, after some time, depending how long they hold the ball, they always go back to like almost like if they were just regular fullback, you know. But when you lose the ball is the most important kind of time, you know, where players are at, and that's where a lot of goals conceded could happen, you know. So all right, guys, catch you later, peace.